What's up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, card kings, viewers? It's your boy Scott Leonard, and you guys didn't stop me yet. You guys haven't stopped me yet. I'm back at it again. Back at it again. You guys know what it is. Bringing you guys the fire reactions today. I'm tired, so you guys got to excuse if the energy's a little bit down. We are trying to wrap up a release at work, a product release at work. So there's been a lot going on lately. That's why I have been joining the stream so late in the afternoon every day for the past 4 or 5 days, just because a lot of work, and I don't want to fall behind on that. Obviously, that's how we make most of the income. That's how we can afford the supercar. With that being said, guys, talking about supercars, my boy Chris just released a new video revealing his all-new Lamborghini with the new mods. Let's see what he did. I'm excited to see what he did, actually, because we've been following this guy for a while, and so far I'm pretty impressed with the changes he's made.
I'm ready for this.
Let's go.
Are you ready for this?
Hell yeah, dude.
Let's go. Let's go. It's time, baby.
Let's see what he did to this fucking car.
It is the day. Today is the day. We are here at Volume 2 Raps. And what up, world? Welcome back to the episode, yes, of Skinny's World.
Skinny's World?
Waited. No, the long wait is no longer a wait. We are here at Volume 2 Raps to get the reveal of the new livery on the Slimer.
See this livery.
I'm telling you, it looks lit. It looks lit. I haven't seen a final version. I've gotten some random pictures from Nick of like some updates on some stuff, and he told me, Skinny, it's fire, like flaming fire, like
Let's see.
Koopa type fire, if you know what I mean.
Because I thought the last rap was pretty good. I don't know if
We're gonna check this thing out,
it
man.
really needed
Before we
something
get there,
additional.
though, look at this Tesla. This thing is wild. My man got a new body kit. I hope he comes outside so he can tell us like what he did to it, but he can explain all the details. But this body kit in this Tesla, I know we don't like EV cars, guys. I know, I get it. But he has a Huracan. If you guys remember, man, it's been over a month, 2 months. South Coast OC Cars and Coffee, the orange Huracan we saw that had the STO engine bay hatch with the scoop on it. That's the same guy who owns this car. So don't get upset. He has a Huracan. He's got a car, but he's got a Tesla. And this kit he put on here is pretty lit, man. Like wide body fenders. Yeah, the hood is pretty dope.
I want to hate, but I do think it looks pretty good.
Left the stock bumper on. And I actually like that because it adds that little divot in here, gives a little splash on there. Then you come over here, carbon
Got the
mirrors,
giant hood vent like a
it's pretty sick.
Ferrari.
I'm not gonna lie, to
Pista.
roll around in a Tesla, like if you're gonna do it, roll around like this. That's pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie. But man, without further ado, let's not wait any further. Let's head inside Volume 2 Raps and let's check out the new reveal, man. I cannot wait. I mean, here we are. Volume 2 Raps.
Volume 2 Raps.
Oh, and I see the car covered up and freaking.
Let's see what he did. I'm hoping he did something that's worth us actually reacting to. Hopefully. Let's see. Let's go.
Ready to go. Woo! When you see the light, you know it's game time. There's the man.
This guy's setup is pretty cool, though.
In the preview pics you sent me, you told me it's fire. I cannot wait.
It's fire. Well,
I mean, it is, but still it's a
Take a
little
look at
different.
that.
It's a little different.
It
Yes,
is a
the
little
inspiration, obviously, we know was Nick's car.
Yeah.
I told you guys like a month ago when I thought about doing this, I really wanted to twin his livery. He's done this livery like a few different colors, huh? Like 4 different colors. Right? Red,
blue, yellow,
orange.
The Huracan is such a plain car, though. In my opinion, the 570S is a superior looking car than the Huracan. The only thing I do like is when a Huracan is coming up behind you, the lights look very aggressive. But the car from the side profile isn't really that anything to write home about. You know what I mean? In my opinion, at least. So I
Yes.
would stick with the 570S McLaren.
Like a Tiffany blue, but dude, I use.
If they were reliable cars, it'd be such a fucking. They would destroy Lamborghini.
With Nick, and man, it is a splash of his, but it does look a little bit different. And we'll explain some of the differences between mine and his. But without further ado, man, we should just get to this reveal. We got it all covered up. Mo, you want to help me out with this, Mo? Yeah. Hold on, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Woo!
No.
Capital G.
Yes, but no.
Oh.
You failed on the
This
side
thing,
mirror.
it's okay. This thing looks.
I feel like it looks too much like Nick's car. It literally has almost the exact same livery. And I actually liked the front, the little checkers that he had in the beginning where The Technica bumper leads into the side panel fender of the car. And I think that now he just made it too simple, too plain. Not that it looks bad, but it doesn't look as good as the previous livery, in my
The
opinion.
white wheels.
Best part on the car.
Is your best part. Hey, I'll say second best part, okay? The skinnies rolls first, that comes second. Okay, we'll give you that. Guys, I told you, trust the process. Trust me. The white wheels, some of you guys loved it on the old livery, some of you guys didn't. And I told you have to wait and see the final piece. And here it is. I think this looks
Because it's literally the same
amazing
wrap.
with the green. So we kept the Slimer green on the car. That is the natural color. Verde Mantis is the color. And with the white, oh my God, the white wheels really make this thing pop.
Hell
With that polished lip, dude. And we're twinning. So if you guys don't know,
gang.
Nick is 00. He was the first one to have it. So you don't go 01, you go 00. Someone else is 01, 02, and your boy, I didn't do O, I did 3.
You just skipped the line.
I did have to skip a line. And the reason why you guys should know that is obviously my dad was a big, huge Dale Earnhardt fan. And everything I do with cars is always dedicated to my dad. You know, NASCAR doesn't do a 0 in front of the number. They just do a solid number. So I had to keep it true to why I do this car stuff is for my pop. So we kept that true to it. I know some of you guys may not think it's proper racing, but it is for me. And God, it looks freaking sick, man. You killed it, Nick. Like literally down to the details with the stripes. He's got the stripes. I said I want the exact
It's just the
specs.
same. It's the
Nick
exact
is
same
changing his
thing.
color, which we'll talk about
It's
later.
just a different color.
But some of the differences between mine and his is
Don't
Nick
hate
has
the
a
Chris
carbon
Skinny
blue,
world,
which is
but
what I really wanted.
it's literally the
But
exact
sadly,
same
before
wrap
we
that
talk
Chris
about it,
already
look,
had,
this
that
thing
Nick
looks
has.
So real, guys. That is that's a vinyl.
It's a
A little
vinyl.
dusty, it's okay. But it's vinyl and it looks real. The reason why we couldn't do that is because that company discontinued this, not this color, but it has like a shimmer, you said,
It
right?
has a rainbow shimmer in it, and
Yeah.
people complained for some reason, which is what made it look
Real.
like carbon fiber.
Dude, yeah.
So all those of you out there that complained, shame on you.
Yeah, shame on you. That's why your boy Skinny didn't
Why the
get it.
hell would you complain
Right?
about something like that?
And it
Anyway,
makes it look real. So anyways, we went with the satin roof, obviously to match the mirrors and match the back engine bay.
skirts.
Yeah, side skirts, but that also ties into the engine bay. So I honestly think it turned out better doing the satin roof because you have the engine bay cover that is satin. Then we kept the side skirts satin, added the stripes right here, and man, it pops.
She bangs.
God, it pops. It does bang. I love it. Nick killed it. He smashed it. It looks freaking amazing with that carbon hood. You guys saw the last video we revealed this carbon hood, and now it just all just ties in like really nice. White wheel gang, man.
white rim gang.
We're in it.
Even he's got the white rims.
He does have white rims outside in the Tesla. Trying to squeeze them talking fast because yes, they are doing a little bit of construction here. They're building a whole new structure for actually Nick's part of the shop. He's doing PPF. He's gonna go hard on the PPF.
This will be all wraps.
Yeah, this gonna be all wraps here, PPFs, car wash.
I'm not feeling it.
We'll check that out in a
I'm
second.
just not feeling
But,
it. I feel like this is just Nick's
let's keep
wrap.
going down the line. So you guys see, I got the sponsors here. Lightspeed Racing.
has
Thank you for the
sponsors,
wheels.
bro.
Amazing job. X-Comp, laced with X-Comp tires. Auto Addict, who gave the bumper, Technica style bumper, and we have updates and a couple of videos. The rear bumper is in, guys. It's in. and we're gonna
Shit,
check
he's
that
getting the
out.
real bumper.
Can't forget about my boy Eric, Carbon-tastic for the steering wheel. And let's head on down. We already talked about it.
That's what I was saying. This
Killing it
car,
with
if
the
he gets
wraps
the
on.
rear bumper that's Technica style or even Evo style, it will definitely make the car stand
Now
out
we got
way
the
more.
Skittle or Slimer green, as I call it. It gives it a completely different look. Right here, you guys can kind of see like the yellow and the green.
Yeah,
Yes,
so those of you out there that want to do this and you have a different color car, join the Huracan
dude, right?
livery gang.
Let's get a crew.
He's trying to start a fucking cult.
I encourage all of you out there. If you do have a Huracan, hit Nick up. Get this livery. You can get 4. You can do 04, just do a solid number like I did 4, then we can roll around, dude, and pop up.
That's three spots or 4 spots left.
Yeah, 4 spots left.
4 spots left.
Don't sleep. Be one of them. Because honestly, it looks sick. We got a yellow. We got green. We need like a
He's got
purple.
Huracan too.
He does. He has orange. Dude,
He got
change.
orange. Yeah, I have the orange.
Change your livery.
We're going
You
in.
get
Homie said
orange.
change your
Now we
livery.
need a purple
Like it's free or
and a
something.
red.
Change your
Come on,
livery.
man. We're getting him to change his orange. So guys, get on the list.
For
4
those of you
spots
guys who
left.
don't know, getting a wrap like
Not
this
the
is
crew. You gotta be in the volume 2 crew.
cheapest you can probably
You
get it
gotta
at
have a Huracan like
$7,000.
us. Holy crap, though. What do you guys think, man?
Even though that's not a full PPF, full wrap, so maybe it's a little bit
Changes your
cheaper.
cars, Literally rims and like a wrap, it really does transform your car and make it feel brand new and fun to drive again. Like I always say, my favorite upgrades, first the steering wheel, because it's the thing you touch every time you get in your car the most. Makes it feel brand new when you get in here. Of course the rims, yes, suspension, but then the wrap. Like a simple wrap makes this car look completely different. If you guys want to know, there's not much of this livery. I mean, there is, but there isn't, because the car's already green, so you don't have to wrap that. But really, it's the white up the doors, right? Yes, he did the satin roof. Then you add the decals, and this car looks completely different. If you didn't have the big wing or you didn't have the new frunk, like this car is still gonna look completely different with just a simple white wrap on top, some decals done proper, and it just looks, God, man, it looks freaking crazy right now. Trust the process. I told you guys. Let's get a little slow-mo. You guys can check out how nasty this thing looks with a little music in the background. Enjoy.
I mean, I think he could have left the side like how it is, copying Nick's design, but the front bumper side, he should have just had the same checker design he had in black before, have it in white. And I think that would have looked cool. But this is just too plain in my opinion.
And there it is, guys. You see the slow-mos in action. Comment below, let me know your thoughts.
Not saying that it looks bad, but it just looks too plain in my opinion.
I really love the way this thing came out. Once again, we are not done. We still have more upgrades. I gave you one little secret, yes, that I am getting fenders on here that'll make this thing pop more. And also, once again, I'll mention we have the Auto Addict Technica style rear bumper. It's not identical to a Technica, but it has hints of it. I'm telling you, I've seen pictures. It looks bananas. So you're not going to miss that. That's going to be in a...
That's what I was saying before. If he gets that Technica bumper, that's a game changer. That will make the car look crazy.
And you're like, man, so you've only had your car for a few months. You've done a lot to it.
Right.
Huh.
I was actually surprised that he's done a lot. And honestly, this is probably one of my favorite looks.
Really?
Like,
Oh,
literally.
thanks, man. Now,
Wasn't this short guy that's with him gonna be getting a car as well?
I appreciate that.
I'm
Yeah.
not just talking about the livery. I'm talking about the hood.
Oh, the hood and everything.
Wheels,
Oh, man.
the
Okay,
wheels,
okay.
And then the wing. Obviously,
Nice.
explosion. And
Yeah,
then the
man.
bumper. The bumper just
Yeah, man.
over the...
This livery on this car looks freaking sick. And I hope you guys like it more than you don't like it. If you don't, I get it. Everyone's preference is different. Throw them in the comments below. I'll think about it. Maybe I'll make it different, modify it. Who knows? I don't know. I love the way it looks, and I hope you guys enjoy it too. And once again, we're not done. We are not done. This, honestly, this livery just got me even more excited, more pumped to keep pushing and keep adding to this car and keep trying to bring fun content for you guys. Not even just builds on my car, but going out to events. I have not been going to a lot of events, to be honest with you, because I've been so focused on trying to get this car to where I want it and also focus behind the scenes on some other stuff. I need to start hitting the streets more so you guys can see the car, I can talk and meet with you guys. And I just, honestly, this livery, this new look got me motivated just to get out there.
Honestly, I think that's how you grow your fucking local fan base, is getting out there. You can get random people from the internet, but it's not the same when you have a real community of real people around you. That's when it really starts to fucking hit.
And it's get back to roots, man. Just driving, meets, having fun, chilling with the homies, talking crap. So you're gonna start seeing a lot more of me on this channel going to events. As a matter of fact, I'm actually gonna head to Rancho Santa Fe
Today's Thursday?
video to let people check out the car and see what they think.
Fuck me.
And also to explore and see other
And I
cars.
still don't got a car.
Get ideas that I can also add to this one. Maybe even get ideas for a future car. Wink, wink. Yes, something could be coming down the road. Not soon, but down the road. Without further ado, I'm gonna get out of Nick's hair so he can get his spot back. He's got other work to do. Once again, I hope you love this car. Hope you love this new livery. And man, let me just give you a sneak peek of the next video. So this video's not over, but the next video, my boy Evan, you guys know he got a twin turbo.
You guys, if you haven't checked out Chris Skinny's World is the channel. Check it out. Give this guy a subscribe.
And I got to ride in a 2,000 horsepower Huracan. That thing is out of control. It is nuts. It is bananas. So the next video, you're not going to miss it. It's freaking crazy. I'm not going to lie to you. And then we rode into another 2,000 horsepower vehicle. I'm not going to tell you what vehicle it is, but it's fast. So you got to watch the next one to find out what car it is, because it scared the crap out of me, Ryan, and my boy Josh. It was a wild experience. And then after that video, we'll be heading over to Auto Addict to check out that rear bumper. So I got two banger.
If you're just joining the stream, I see some of you guys joining from YouTube. We're just reacting to random content today. I have a little playlist set up. We're just going video by video, so stay tuned, guys. The next video is also going to be pretty crazy. It goes into a little bit of the political realm, but I think it's worth watching, so we'll check it out.
Videos coming for you guys after this. Subscribe. You're not going.
Also, if you guys are new to the channel, check out the vlogs. I do car vlogs. If you go to the main video feed, you'll see.
Mint. It's big.
See a little decent lineup, a lineup of good vlogs.
And we're back, baby.
Honestly, this is the kind of content I enjoy more. Is just the driving.
Jin, thoughts on the new wrap?
It looks sick.
Driving and rollers. I'm not a big fan of like the fucking build your car fucking type videos.
The Rancho Santa Fe right now. Small little car show, local. I love it. You guys seen it before if you guys follow the channel. Want to show it off, man, you have to. When you get a new wrap, new wheels, something new, new mod, you have to go show it off to the people and get some reaction. So we're on our way, baby. New wrap, new wheels, new hood. Who's this? Let's get it. Woo! And we have arrived. And I see a gym right in front of me. So if you guys follow me, you guys know me for quite some time that my first supercar was a first gen R8 09 V8 R8. And the car that I was actually gonna get before that, yes, was boom, a Lamborghini Gallardo. I wanted a murder.
No, sometimes when I see the Lamborghini Gallardo, I am in shock of how badly this car is aged. Because back in the day, everybody would freak out for a Gallardo. Now I see a Gallardo, I'm like, what the fuck? This shit's boxy looking. It looks really, really, really fucking dated. Out of all the whole Lamborghini lineup, this is the worst one.
Out Gallardo so bad.
The cheapest one, but the worst one.
What?
Well, I guess those two things go together, cheap
Yes,
and,
this
and
would've
worse.
been- honestly, it would have been my first supercar if I would have pulled the trigger. I was heavy on this car. I'll tell the story again real quick. Long story short, I had a friend of mine who had a black one, and I thought, man, I really want to get a Bentley. I wanted a Lamborghini, but I was like, man, I'm gonna get a Bentley just to start and get it. He said, why would you get a Bentley? You can get a Lambo. I said, nah, man, I can't afford it. He said, yes, you can. You can afford it. And literally, he broke down the financials for me, and I realized that, dang, I actually could obtain a Lamborghini. So I was pushing heavy to find one that I wanted, saved up my money, set up a down payment, and I started doing research on the non-gated Gallardo.
I'm gonna be honest. What he just said is valid, but in reality, any person who makes close to or around 200K can afford a supercar. It's not that hard. Like, I don't understand why people act like it's impossible to get one of these fucking cars. It's so easy.
That obviously that clutch does not last long, about 10 to 12,000 miles, and man, it is like a $9,000 to $10,000 fix. And I knew I was gonna drive that car a lot. And I'm like, do I really want to dedicate literally probably every year, year and a half, I have to replace that and spend 9 to 10 grand?
They got the Artura in the back.
So I knew I was gonna drive that car a lot. And my wife was the one who was like, check out the R8, because she loved that car, obviously because of the Iron Man movie, right? So my wife was actually the one who pushed me into the Audi, the R8 platform. The rest is history. Got that R8. You guys know I got the second gen R8. But rewinding it back, this could have been, yes, could have been my first supercar. Could have been this Gallardo. I'm actually glad that I took the path that I took, because I honestly really do and still do appreciate that R8 platform, and it makes me honestly love and appreciate.
How would you guys feel if I traded in that McLaren 570 for an Artura?
So I think if I would have started with the Gallardo, yes, I still would have appreciated the Lamborghini platform, but I would have missed out on the fun.
I've been thinking about it.
Platform, and I've been able to see the difference, which then makes me really appreciate the Lamborghini a lot more, because of a more different experience driving the Huracan than driving.
My girlfriend's like, let me drive it.
More excited
Yeah.
to have the Lamborghini.
You probably
Also,
would.
taking those steps to get there just makes it worth that much more. And man, it's
I
crazy.
don't know, baby. You won't crash it at all.
You never know like where it's gonna lead you, where it's gonna wind you up, right? Depending on just a simple thing as a car choice or someone you meet. I never would have met my boy. He probably honestly might have not got into that R8. Who knows? I would have probably got that Bentley. And I don't know, had that thing for 5 or 6 years and never thought about even getting an exotic car. Who knows where that leads me, right?
What he's saying here is true, though. When you get the fucking supercar, you'll end up meeting so many fucking different people that you probably would not have met with a normal car. So I think that alone makes it worth getting the car, in my opinion. But it's to each his own, you know? It's what you value. If you value meeting interesting people, networking, being able to possibly start a business, grow financially, I think it's worth the investment, in my opinion.
And ultimately, you lead to hopefully your dreams and your goals, what you want. But man, talking a lot, but here it is, man. Every time I see a Gallardo, I get that feeling again of, gosh, I want to get a Lamborghini. Gosh, I want to get a supercar.
When I see a Gallardo, I'm like,
I want
ugh.
a Lamborghini. It takes me back every time I see
Disgusting.
this. And, man, amazing car. If you guys can't get into a Huracan or maybe a second gen R8,
If you can't,
a first gen R8 or a Gallardo is still a great platform, because look, do the lines on this car still look like up to date? and very sexy. Like, look at this. The way the back hatch.
What I was gonna say is that
took it back to that flat engine.
if you can't afford a Huracan,
even the interior,
then I would say go with a McLaren 12C or even a 570, a cheaper one with more miles. I would not go into a Gallardo. I think the Gallardo just looks too boxy, too dated.
Relatively looks the same in the Huracan. It's a little bit of updates, so they don't change much, man, on these Lamborghinis, which makes it dope because this Gallardo still looks new, looks modern. You put some different wheels on here, add like some canards, maybe a front splitter. This car will look like it came out of 2024. That's the dope thing about Lamborghinis. They look so aggressive that they never lose that. They never lose that touch or that spice. Okay, Porsches have entered the chat. Yes, they have.
Damn, that's offensive.
I've said it before.
That's offensive. They got the Porsches parked outside the event, lined up on the side of the road. That's the main reason why I had to fucking trade my Porsche, man. The insult.
If you guys follow me, I'll say it again. It's known for like its Porsche enthusiasts. They come out heavy every weekend, not undeniable. So you look, you got them all lined up here, and I can guarantee you, when I hit the main street, you're gonna see another Porsche area, right? Up. What do you know? Like I said, on cue, you have another area of just Porsche. There's the right space. More Porsches. They take over. Ooh, then you have the ultimate. Really, that's just park in the middle of the street and block all the traffic. You have the CGT right across the street. That is the ultimate daddy of all the Porsches, literally. Once again, I never appreciated that car. I got to ride in it with Damon. Like, I always thought that car, and I hate to say a lot of you guys are gonna hate me, but I thought it was overrated, man. I really didn't understand the hype around that car. I know it was difficult. That's lit. Driving by. I always thought it was just overrated because I know it's difficult to drive because of where the shifter is, because of the clutch, blah, 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 blah. But I didn't get the hype on that car, right? Wasn't the fastest, wasn't the craziest looking car. But after you get me riding there, and it's instant horsepower to the wheels, and that thing just takes off. The feeling you get just as a passenger, I couldn't imagine driving that car, but as a passenger, it is wild, and it really blew my mind getting a ride in the CGT. So I 100% get it, and I understand. And then once again, after driving Eric's car, I get Porsches in general, why people love them. Driving them so much, I love having them, and I understand like the car and driver feeling, it's like one and you're connected. It's weird to say that, but I'm telling you, until you drive one, then you'll understand like that connection that the driver has with the car. It's pretty incredible what they've done with that platform. I bet that looks amazing at nighttime. That's a lot of work to put that on there. It looked funny during the day, but at night, I guarantee that thing is bright. Dude, this is super cool. What in the heck? I've never seen this before. You can hear the turbos on that thing.
Never seen one of those before. By the way, guys, sorry if I'm a little distracted here. I also have to do like my work stuff as well.
Is that cool or what, Jen? Just hop out. Look at that. You wish I had one. You wish I had one. What the heck is this thing?
Oh, it's
Sick.
it's a Zenith.
A Zenith.
Yeah, it's right here on the wheel.
I've never freaking heard of it. Is it like a custom-made car?
No, so they actually made them in England for like 2 years.
Really?
And between maybe like 2015, 2017, and then the company went bankrupt. They didn't make too many of them. There's maybe like 100 out there.
Wow.
And then only maybe like 10 made it to the US. So.
Dude, this thing is awesome. It
Thank
sounds amazing. And is it twin turbo?
Just single turbo.
Single turbo.
Yeah.
Also, it's quick.
Yeah, it's quick.
Oh, it's fast.
It's fun to drive. Yeah. It feels like a go-kart.
How much horsepower does it have?
It makes about 250. And
This little thing?
Yeah.
Wow.
And it weighs like about 1,500.
Wow.
So,
Yeah, that thing's quick.
pulls.
That thing is so cool. I love that. That's why I love coming here. Like I said, you never know what you're going to see. We're going to connect, and I'm going to get a ride in that car. You said it has the new Ford EcoBoost engine in there. It's a pretty reliable engine. I can't wait. So future vlog, we're going to go for a rip in that thing, a rip around San Diego, because that is so cool. right, we are here finishing up in the back lot. Tony, I love parking back here. This is, you see a lot
It looks like a chill cars and coffee, ain't gonna lie.
And man, everyone is loving the new livery, surrounding around the car, taking photos and videos of it. And I am super excited for that. I hope you guys love it, man.
Quality,
I gave you guys a review in the
quality assurance agent at my job is pissing me off.
I hope you guys appreciate that, because normally I make you wait so you don't skip the video. So I hope you guys watch this whole video. Jen, what do you think of the new wrap, man? Let's get your last thoughts. What do you think?
Maybe the other one, give it like a maybe, but the new one, technically a fire.
A fire? You gave it a fire? If you guys understand kid talk, you know what he meant. It means he likes the livery. Hilarious. My kid is that kid. Once again, guys, hit that subscribe button. Can't wait to see you guys in the next video. I'm telling you, the next one is gonna be a banger. I told you at the beginning of this video that I got to go for a ride in a 2,000 horsepower Huracan. And then after that video, we'll be checking out some more upgrades to the Huracan, so please stay tuned. Oh my God, we got this crazy Porsche pulling in here this back lot. I told you, you never know what you're gonna see in this back lot. He has race car parts all over this thing. Oh my God. GTRS Cup car. Wild. This is wild. That's why I love this back lot. Look at this. Fresh carbon. Look at that wing. That is wild. I think it's huge. Oh my gosh. The inside is set up cup car style too. Wow. Look at the hood. Look at the hood. Guys, and he's on slicks. And he's on slicks. That's how you end a vlog right there, baby. Kitties, what?
CNN accidentally commits treason? What the
CNN recently ran
Wanted to see this Asmongold video.
allegedly rescuing a prisoner left in solitary confinement for over 90 days.
The guard makes us turn the camera off while he shoots the lock off the cell door.
Damn.
It's still not clear if there is something under the blanket.
90 days of solitary confinement is fucking crazy, I ain't gonna lie.
Kick it.
Is someone there?
No.
Asmon goes like, kick it. You fucking stupid.
Never mind. What's he curled up like that for? What the hell are you doing? Lay on the fucking... Lay on your blanket. What are you laying on the pavement for?
90 days of confinement, dude. Homie's tripping. He don't know where he's at.
He's from the city of Humps and has been in the cell for 3 months.
Fuck.
Okay, you're okay. You're okay. You're okay.
He clutches my arm tightly with both hands.
The guard kisses him on the forehead. What the fuck?
Okay.
After 3 months in a windowless cell, he can finally see the sky.
That's
Now, this
crazy.
would be seen as a triumphant moment in journalism
Yeah.
if it wasn't for the fact that they just freed a notorious torturer.
There's a good chance.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up.
Shit. Well.
But at the same time, you think homie deserves to be in there for 3 months solitary confinement?
As the New York Post reports, the seemingly innocent prisoner has a long history of alleged war crimes. Part of the forces that were
Oh,
known to...
by the way, like those Syrian prisons, I talked to somebody who has family there. Man. That's some dark shit. Like, if you thought we had it bad over here, like with the way our prisons, nothing. Like, they have women there having kids in the prison, and the kids are in the prison, born into jail, like fucking Bane from Batman. And those
Born
are the ones
into
that are
jail
lucky.
like Bane
The
is
other ones, they
crazy.
just kill the kid. It's brutal.
torture those who refuse to pay him off, also ending civilians in their civil war in 2014, as they also make note of how he didn't quite look like someone held in solitary confinement for 3 months.
Yeah, that's the thing is, like, usually if you're in that confinement, maybe, I don't know, like...
just the seasoning on top of the treason they felt the need to self-snitch on, as even before the whole "you're rescuing a torturer" reporting came out, absolutely nobody was buying the story of, we turned the camera off and shot the lock off a cell door, then zoomed in on a random blanket.
That's the thing is, like, I feel like shooting a lock off of a door like that is super dangerous, and I don't think that anybody would do that. Like, you'd probably use an axe or some sort of bolt cutters. Yeah, mega dangerous. Yeah, exactly. And like, if you're using, because if he's using a military weapon, like, I'm not, yeah, a key, exactly. Bullets are very persuasive. Yeah, the lock will get scared and it'll open before the bullet gets there. Ricochets can kill? Yeah, they can.
Only to suddenly discover a civilian was cowering underneath with perfectly clean clothes and somewhat recently groomed, stating he was in a windowless room for 3 months, but goes outside and immediately looks into the sun. This all sounds ridiculous until you realize it's CNN, which is pretty on brand for them. As I covered the
So I was thinking about the looking at the sun part too, because I was thinking, would his eyes not be able to adjust because he'd have been in solitary confinement? That's the first thing I thought of. But I actually don't think that's a point, because they could have had light inside of the prison. Yeah, like, I mean, he could have had light inside of the prison. It's just that he hadn't seen the actual sun itself. It's a windowless cell? Yeah, but that doesn't mean there's not a light in the room.
I know, it's like he was in pitch blackness, guys.
Last time, that specific CNN reporter got caught up in nonsense, where she was reporting from a war zone, ducked down on the ground from a massive barrage of rockets.
Hi, John. So forgive me, I have a slightly unelegant position, but we have just had a massive barrage of rockets coming in here. Not too far from us, so we have had to take shelter here.
Only to seconds later show people casually walking around in the background.
Yep.
To which she was being confronted over her reporting.
But where's your humanity? Where? Where is your humanity? You liar! You liar!
And wasn't the only CNN.
Somebody needs to hold these people accountable, because they're misleading an entire nation of people in misunderstanding what is happening in the world. And that misunderstanding translates into voting preferences that ends up killing millions of people. I think there needs to be a degree of accountability for this. It's really bad. Propaganda is insane.
And journalists to be ran off the street.
You are not welcome here. Supporters, CNN, CNN.
Fucking based.
CNN treats world events like the tabloids cover celebrity gossip. What they report doesn't necessarily have to be rooted in truth, as long as they make it look some.
And you got to keep in mind, that guy's educated, because anybody that's over there, like, and knows English too, like, that's not their native language over there, as far as I know. It's like, these people are educated.
Somewhat believable to the lowest information viewer, as they treat their viewers like goldfish.
The people who said that he was a Hitler lover weren't Democrats, they were Republicans. People who said that he was a fascist weren't Democrats, they were Republicans who worked for him.
Fear-mongering or fabricated narratives they made.
Why is Donald Trump telling women he will do things whether they like it or not?
Oh, this sounds like it's gonna be another lawsuit soon. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah. Your body, my choice forever. Bro. It's crazy how popular that got. It was. Oh my God, remember this? Yeah.
John, that is grossly inaccurate what you just played. Play the full clip. Play it in its context.
And that wasn't the only occurrence.
Well, they can't do
Especially
that.
for the kind of country that's going to be using the military
For
against.
those of you guys just joining, I'm a software engineer, so I'm just streaming this, and I'm just working on some stuff in the meantime, so excuse me if I'm turned to the other side just looking at the other computers. I'm just trying to fix something up really quick.
The military into blue states to make them behave. Getting Gavin Newsom under control, getting JP Pritzker under control,
What are you
making sure.
I've got to say that if you told a bunch of Trump voters that Trump is going to invade California with the military and put Gavin Newsom under military arrest, I feel like, I mean, I'm not going to say it, but I have a feeling what that response would be.
What do you
Talking
mean,
about
sneaking
things
into
that
the
Donald
state
Trump has
capitol
actually said.
to commandeer the state government?
I mean, I hope not, but he's definitely talked about that. I don't.
And they don't just make up hypotheticals, they're actually antithetical to getting the truth. As remember when Trump almost got taken out? CNN reported it as Secret Service rushing Trump off the stage, as Trump just fell to the ground amid loud bangs. And if it was
that was the one that I actually gave CNN a bit of credit for, because they didn't want to announce it was a shooting until they were absolutely certain. I think that one would be okay, but the problem is that it's one maybe in a sea of lies. And so it's like, how are people going to believe that they were doing this out of the abundance of caution when so many other cases that were an abundance of lies? It's premature reporting. Exactly, right? It was pretty obvious, to be fair, what happened. No, I understand that. It's too gracious with them? No, I'm not. I'm not gracious at all. I just think this is the one exception that I wasn't crazy about getting mad about this one. That's all.
For free social media like X and videos like mine on YouTube, if you only watch CNN, you would just think Trump fell to the ground when he heard a loud bang, which just goes to show that CNN isn't so much reporting the news as they're reporting a corporate pre-approved narrative. This wasn't even the first time.
That's the bad one. Like, again, that can be contentious. We can debate about that. It's not a big deal. But I'll tell you, that's probably the only point. That's the only point of debate. This right here, I wish Joe Rogan would have sued them for this. I do. I wish you would have sued, because I think that these people need to have a degree of accountability when they're publishing things that are just not even true. Yeah, you can't defend this.
It was this obvious, as back in 2021, they showed Joe Rogan getting COVID, looking sickly and green. When the video Rogan originally posted...
He looks totally... Look at this! Who does this? It's like, this is real life? This is Gears of War.
Had him looking much healthier and normal. And again, this was something I covered on this channel as it was happening. And I was just starting my YouTube channel at the time, which was not only a red pill moment for my listeners, but for myself too. As at the time, I remember seeing this clip from
I had this happen too. Like, I remember my red pill moment with the media was the way that the media reported Occupy Wall Street. Like, that was when I realized that it was total bullshit. Because like I was too young to really fully understand like the media misrepresentation of like Iraq. But by the time Occupy Wall Street happened, that was where I was like, wait a minute, hold up. Oh.
Very popular YouTuber I would watch, mocking people who do their own research.
I did my own research.
I have to say that I find it to be incredibly ironic that the woman who's making a video that's caricaturing people who did their own research didn't do her own research on the sponsor for BetterHelp because it actually caused people to kill themselves. I think there's an irony in that. It's funny.
I'm gonna stop you right there. What do you mean by you did your own research? Did you look at credible sites like New York Times and NPR, or are we talking opinion editorial pieces from Medium? Okay, dude, you don't have to be
Shouldn't she be looking like with her head like this? Because there's no continuity in this. She really did it wrong.
I think where I would have been had I not been doing this channel and conducting my own spooky research. As a normie, I likely would have accepted the train of thought of only listening to trusted...
Well, this is what people do, right? I mean, this is the
so
normie
damn
brain.
Frustrating.
The internet's not a credible source? Yeah, right. The credible source is the news company that's owned by a billionaire.
Sources like the New York Times or NPR, only for them to end up the same as CNN and be wrong about social distancing. Turns out the experts just made it up. Wrong about the shots, as there was no data saying it would stop the spread, and basically wrong about everything that was making their corporate sponsors billions of dollars during
I think that was the red pill moment for a lot of people was COVID. I think that COVID red pilled more people than probably anything did since... I think that the Iraq thing is what red pilled people against like the like the Republicans back then, but I was too young to really fully experience that. And I think this was the new version of that. And I think this one, in fact, is even worse because it had a convergence of governmental and private industry that are working together to create a consensus like control. Against military-industrial complex? Yeah, mine was Bernie getting screwed over. Yeah, for sure. And like, at that point, I feel like, I mean, see, for me, I that wasn't my red pill moment because I already had that happen with Ron Paul. Like, I have, like, Ron Paul posters from, like, 2008 and 2012 in my closet. And so, like, yeah, by the time Bernie, I'm like, first time, right? Like, yeah, this has already happened.
Lockdowns. So I don't think any lesser of anybody that originally bought into what the mainstream narrative was, as I see believing CNN or NPR like people that still use Internet Explorer or Internet Edge or whatever they're calling it now. As the only people that are still using it are the people who got it by default, but never took the time to see if there was something better out there. And just because I'm terminally online doesn't mean I fault those who have a life outside of the internet, as that does sound nice. But after years of constant lies, misrepresentations, and now...
I think COVID woke a lot of people up. And I think also because people had a lot more time during COVID, because many people were working from home or unemployed, it gave them the time to actually look some of this stuff up. And I think that COVID vastly increased the amount of people that were continuous consumers of online content. And I think the process of that caused pretty much everybody to lose trust in like every authoritarian organization. Everybody's sitting at home in 2021. Yeah, exactly. And I think that COVID was the big red pill. And that's what caused a lot of people to be like super distrustful of the media. That's why I think Trump is winning this time, or Trump won this time. I think COVID was like the big reason in the way that it was handled. And I think it's just a vibe, really, too. At the same time, COVID could have been much worse. People can't perceive theoreticals. The moment that you give people the idea of a theoretical, you automatically lose like 30%. They just can't.
Freeing war criminals for content, people are finally turning off CNN, as CNN and their sister in misinformation, MSNBC, are tanking, with CNN's viewership sliding in half to under 400,000 after the election, while Fox News barely lost anybody, still sitting at over 2.6 million viewers.
Well, the reason why Fox News didn't lose a lot of people, it's because Fox News was right. People don't want to hear... People go to the news to know what's going to happen and know what's happening. So if the news is not giving people an accurate representation of what reality is, the news is not serving its purpose as a tool. So when Fox News is saying Trump is going to win and they're Trump...
I wish I could show you guys what I'm working on. Sorry.
Obviously, people are going to keep watching them because they were right. But when you have other places saying that there's no way he can win, he's going to be in jail, he won't even be able to run, and like all this stuff, and these things are just continuously disproven over and over, then people lose faith and lose credibility in them. That's what happens. Fox News is as bad as CNN? That's not what I said. I didn't say that. Wrong. People go to news to feel better about their worldviews, not to get informed. I think that there is a combined group of people. I think that you're right and I'm right. I think that people do go after and look for news that reaffirms what they already believe. But there are people that look for news and they want to find out what's happening as well. You said Fox is more accurate than CNN. Did I say Fox is more accurate than CNN? I don't think I said that. I don't believe that. I don't really have a tier list, to be honest with you. I feel like all of them, like Fox, MSNBC, NBC, CNN, I think they're all bad. Like, if you want to talk about like one being bad than the other, like, I mean, I guess, yeah, we could have that conversation if you want, but I don't really care a whole lot about it. I think all mainstream media is biased and bad. You said they were more accurate about the election outcome? Oh, they were. Yeah, they were. That's just the truth. Like, so Fox was more accurate about the election outcome, less accurate about the last election outcome. That's why they paid hundreds of millions of dollars. Yes. Let's live in reality, guys. Let's just live in reality. That's all I'm asking.
As Fox blasts CNN for getting beaten by the Food Network in primetime viewership.
Jesus.
The numbers don't lie, and apparently Americans would rather watch cooking competitions than whatever
Well,
fake
I could
news
believe that.
CNN
Anybody
can
could
fabricate.
believe that.
As I often joke about getting more views than CNN, but after 3 years of being on YouTube, sure, I'm not perfect and I've gotten things wrong, but I've never...
I don't think that individuals are getting more views than CNN. I think that it's people that are not able to accurately look at the viewership. So there's a number of demographics. It's a streamer thing, doesn't matter, right? But like, I don't think that's entirely true.
Maliciously misled my listeners, or at the very least, I've never staged rescuing a war criminal from captivity with the production quality and acting of a High School Musical. As at this point, watching CNN actually makes you dumber and more misinformed than if you watched nothing at all. And years ago, Denzel Washington...
He was so... Oh my God.
Put it best
I remember this.
after fake news was written about him.
If you don't read the newspaper, you're uninformed. If you do read it, you're misinformed. We live in
She goes, Yeah, there it is.
a society now where it's just first. Who cares? Get it out there. We don't care who it hurts. We don't care who we destroy.
Yeah.
We don't care if it's true. Just say it. Sell it. Anything you practice, you'll get good at.
So if you appreciate
They
my
sure
concise, lighthearted coverage on
Yep.
the tragic status of today's reality, hopefully
Yep.
I've earned your subscription, then go check out
don't
the
get it.
video on how even conservative
wanna
news
get it.
networks are getting pretty creepy.
Oh, yeah, I saw a little bit about this. I don't even know what happened there. They don't understand. You're on some schizo? Yeah, I mean, there it is. That's why Denzel's the GOAT? Yeah, 100%. No, this video is really good. So they broke this, they staged this guy. Oh my God. Look at him. Oh, wow.
Does anyone have any water? After 3 months in a windowless cell, he can finally see the sky.
Now this would be seen as a triumphant moment in journalism if it wasn't for the fact that they just freed a notorious torturer.
There's a good chance.
Yeah, that's crazy. Wow. Huh, that's kind of a mistake. Yeah, I feel like they kind of messed up with that one. Yeah, there you go. That's the torture. Yeah, I don't know what to say. There's the video right there. Give it a like. That was really fucking funny. I didn't even know this happened. Yeah, I feel like regime prisons won't have that much vents. Maybe you're right. I mean, I have no idea. Like, I know that these prisons were, like, absolutely horrible, right? I mean, they were just terrible, terrible, terrible places. But I'm not an expert on the subject, so I wouldn't really go any farther and talk about it too much. The woman also faked being in a war zone in Ukraine? No way. Pretty big mess up by CNN, though. Let's be honest. Definitely a big mess up. Oh my God. Yeah, there you go.
I am very intentional with what I wear every single day because I'm a woman.
We gotta stop. We gotta stop this and start over right here, guys. This fucking person from Kick is capping. We'll watch this one later. But I have some choice words for this video, and I'm kind of busy right now. I want to give you guys some focus, so we'll watch this one later. This stream has been ass so far, mainly because I'm fucking work. And I actually have work to do today. Let's watch McQueen's take on the fucking Lily Phillips situation.
Crazy video to me. I slept with 100 women in one day, or not 100 women, 100 men in one day. Now, we've already reacted to this bopper, all right? We've done some digging on her, okay? No pun intended. You know, there's been a lot of news that's come out, and one of the news that has come out is that she started crying now. She's upset because of the fact that she got plowed. So post being plowed by 1,000 men, or I think she's working on 1,000 now, even after crying. But post being plowed by 100 Negroes, okay, she is now feeling a type of way, okay? Did I expect this? Not really, because, I mean, what kind of dumbass sleeps with 100 men? But, however, she still is a female. She is apparently a human being, and it's got to her. So she did a documentary with the man, and we kind of just skipped right to the part where she kind of explained how she feels about the whole situation, and then I guess proceeds to break down and cry. So let's go ahead and get into it.
I think like it might have been an accident, but no, I mean I've definitely seen some spunk today, Jesus, and it just took definitely a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. I think it was when it was only like 40 and I was like, I'm not even halfway yet. Yeah. And 40 is still a lot of people. Like imagine 40 people and be like, I'm not even halfway like done.
When was the last time you... Why does she speak in the context like someone had a gun to her head? And say, you know what, you gotta add 50 guys, okay? You getting bust down by 50 Negroes today, and you're gonna do it. She imagine getting bust down by 40 dudes. Like, is it like... That's crazy. No one told your stupid ass to do that. Why would you do that? She said, oh, I looked up and it was only 14. Now I'm not even halfway. Like this wasn't a necessary action. Wasn't necessary at all.
It is funny as fuck though.
You could have got the point across.
Disgusting but funny as fuck.
Without knocking down, but without getting knocked down by all these damn dudes.
You ate? I think I had a yam yam. Yam yam, is that what they're called? A little pastry. And I think I had a sandwich, and that was kind of, and then the rest. It's not for the weak, girls.
McQueen's not gonna say anything.
Second. Did she just say the rest was C-O-C-K? She had a sandwich and a yum yum. I don't know what the hell that is, okay? Gotta be some type of tea and crumpets pastry.
I was waiting to fucking see if McQueen was gonna catch that. She didn't say cock, she said cum. She said cum.
Over there in the Harry Potter land, okay? She said
Harry Potter land.
And the rest was C-O-C-K? Is that what she... Did I hear that correctly?
Yam yam, is that what they're called? A little pastry. And I think I had a sandwich, and that was kind of... And then the rest... It's not for the weak, girls. If I'm honest. It was hard.
Look at McQueen. The gears turning in this nigga's head.
I don't know if I'd recommend it.
Why not?
I think if you're a different type of girl, it's...
Yeah, I would hope you wouldn't recommend it. I mean, that's not something you should ever even recommend to anyone. You shouldn't even recommend you sitting there getting knocked down by more than one dude in one day. Or just one dude that you don't even know. You didn't know any of these dudes. And you talking about, oh yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. It's not for the weak. I mean, look, I say this all the time, Michael Force. I don't know why I get on here and we react to these dumbasses and I'm sitting there so surprised, like as if, you know, we haven't seen extreme amounts of retardation in the past years. But it's just really crazy. It's like...
It's because it gets worse and worse.
It just never ceases to amaze me. It finds a new way to amaze me every day. All right? What are you talking about? Oh, I wouldn't recommend it. It's not for the weak.
Very like... It's kind of like being a in a sense of like... It's just a different... feeling. I don't know how to explain it, like...
It's not like just having sex with someone.
Yeah. Just one in, one out, like it feels intense.
Like more intense than you thought it might.
Definitely.
Sorry. Okay. Just take...
Yeah, 1 minute.
Homie said, I don't give a fuck.
Not one bit. If I was
I don't either. To be honest, this story's gotten old already. This is the craziest part about our society is that something like this will fucking lose its fucking shock value in like 3, 4, 5 days. And at this point, it's already lost its shock value for me.
I kind of would have chuckled. Like I said earlier in the video, why are you acting like is if someone forced you to do this? You sitting there crying, oh, 1 second. I need a moment. There should be no sympathy for this at all. No one forced you to do this, unless there's just a damn English pimp behind the scenes. Okay, English pimp. But I highly doubt that's the case, because if I'm not mistaken, earlier in the documentary you had mentioned that you were just the type of woman that was promiscuous and you were having these types of relations without even being paid for it or recorded for it. Okay, and you was just like, oh, that's the reason why I might as well just go ahead and put it on camera and get a bag off of it. So, you know, this is all off of the strength of your own stupidity. And now you sitting there getting up on this damn documentary like this is just a life, like this was just a terrible, tragic situation that happened out of nowhere that you had no control over. And the dude, you know what, like this, he's better than me. Okay, because he said, yo, you can, you know, have a minute, go into the room, have a minute, you know. I'd have been like, what the fuck you crying for? But you know what I'm saying? That's why he's doing this, and it's not me. I would have been, I ain't gonna lie, I would have been laughing.
I would have probably laughed too, to be honest.
I think I was you know, when I talked to you last, like I was not nervous. It was like the day before. I was like, oh, I'm so nervous. But it was good. It was more, I guess the interactions when like I'd have to stop them early and like you'd have to stand on business and be like, I'm so sorry you got to go, and like the awkward interaction of like you feeling pressure to have to make them come if like you haven't spent enough time with them and feeling like
McQueen's about to bust out laughing.
They didn't, like, you didn't give them a good time because like they only got 2 minutes.
And that's what's making you feel emotional, is that maybe you think you didn't give some guys a good enough time today?
Yeah.
That out of all things that you could be emotional about, you're upset because you feel like you didn't give a great enough experience that led to these men nutting and skating all over you. That's what you're upset about? See, for a second I was about to feel a little bit sad. But now I really don't feel bad for you at all. I'm sitting there thinking you feel bad because you are spiritually broken because of the fact that you got knocked down by 100 Negros. And you talking about, I'm just really sad because I think I didn't make them come the way I wanted them. Are you, these types of people just deserve everything that comes to them. No pun intended, okay? You deserve everything. Jesus, man.
It's hard, I think, having the interactions with them when they're like, what, you're not going to make me finish, I've come all this way, like kind of like guilt tripping me a little bit. I felt bad, like some people just travel so far, like I didn't want to give them a shit time and like come away from this and be like, oh, that's shit. I think sometimes like feeling so like robotic, like by I think like the 30th, you know, like when we're getting on a bit, I've got like a routine of like how we're going to do this, and like it just, sometimes you like disassociate and be like, you know, like it's not like normal things at all. In my head right now I can think of like 5, 6 guys, 10 guys that I remember, and that's it. But it's just, I don't know, it's just weird, isn't it? Like if I didn't have the videos, I wouldn't have known I've done 100, you know. But yeah, I think that was kind of the hard part, is like conversing with them, and like when they'd kind of be like, oh, like we've only had 2 minutes or 3 minutes and you said 5 on the message.
Did someone say that to you?
Yeah. And obviously it just makes me feel so bad.
Do you think you should feel bad about that?
I guess when you've promised something to people who support you, it's kind of hard.
No one is supporting you. They ain't trying to fuck. No one is supporting you. None of these niggas gave a single fuck about you except that coochie. That's it. Okay? And that has to be the lowest, bottom of the barrel men on the planet if they were willing to line up to knock down your skinny white ass. Okay? And you sitting there telling me I feel bad for them. I'm not even finna allow you. You know what? I had a great day today. I woke up at 5. I did some meditation. I got close with the Lord. I got close with nature. Okay? I had some good food. I'm not finna let this white bitch throw me off. Okay? You deserve everything. All of it. Okay? I don't feel bad one bit.
To let them down.
But it's up to you, right? Like when you know.
Yeah.
Have you even processed, do you think, what's happened?
Not yet. God, I won't forget this day, Jesus.
When I decided to start making this documentary, I wasn't too sure of what to expect. I certainly didn't.
This stream has been probably the shittiest stream yet that I've done.
I thought perhaps in years to come she may look back at this day in sadness, but not so instantly afterwards.
Look at McQueen's face.
Throughout my time with her, how excited she was for this challenge and how this was her fantasy. So to see her so visibly upset at the end of it all was really sad. But my confusion was only added to in the days following our filming with Lily, as she announced to her fans that in February of 2025, she would be sleeping with 1,000 men in a single...
Get this dumb ass off my screen.
Crazy.
Dumb ass off my screen, bro. And you sitting there as the dude making this documentary talking about, I feel bad for her. Why do you feel bad for him? Look, I had nothing to say. Okay, y'all let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section. I'm done with this. I don't need to see this retardation anymore. It's a great Wednesday. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Make sure you guys subscribe. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section, man. And I'll see you guys next video. So how much money you made so far?
I made over 3,500.
You are wasting time. The year is about to end. Are you gonna keep watching me flexing your motherfucking face, or are you gonna allow me to teach you how to do the same shit for the price of new breeds?
Want me to think he's Andrew Tate? What the fuck? I never watched this whole fucking ad.
I have a course inside my motherfucking Academy that teaches you how to use AI to your advantage to do 95% of
Everybody's trying to jump on this fucking bullshit, the bullshit bandwagon.
In total, in like 3 days.
Now, are you gonna still be making motherfucking excuses? You don't even have to show your face. Stop making excuses. Join the Megan McQueen Academy. Click the first in the description.
And today's stream has been ass, guys. I ain't gonna lie. I got too much fucking work.
I joined the McQueen Academy.
Joined the McQueen Academy. Fuck that.
I'm about to be under 200 for the first time in 5 years. This is the best $40 I ever spent. If you want to win, this is it.
Stop wasting time. Join the Megan McQueen Academy. Click the first in the description.
Got the Philion video coming in. Alpha males are supposedly getting desperate. Let's see what his take on that is. Today we're just speed running through these fucking videos, guys. I got a lot of work to do. I can't give you guys 1,000% today, unfortunately. At least not in this fucking stream. So we're just speed running through some of these videos. So you guys gotta forgive me for it.
This is Too Lazy to Try, and he's covering Wes Watson.
All right, so it looks like things are continuing to get worse for Wes Watson, as expected. I mean, it's pretty clear the guy's getting desperate and his business is struggling, but now
people are still shitting on Wes Watson. I feel like this was like 2 weeks ago. This is the meta from 2 weeks ago. Who the fuck is Wes Watson at this point?
Making that so obvious. Like recently, he basically confirmed, kind of by accident, that he's going broke in one of his videos where, like usual, he was addressing the haters and how people are saying his business is starting to fail. So to try to prove them wrong, he started talking about how most successful people go broke at some point and it motivates them to start over and make even more money. So he doesn't even deny that he's going broke, and he basically just proves the haters right. But he acts like, yeah, my business might be failing, but I don't care because it's going to help me level up and I'm going to gain more wisdom because of it. You know, that's how he's coping with it.
Now, when we're talking business or success,
I'm gonna be honest, chat, I had a Wes Watson moment the other day. I was trying to record a video on my main channel.
Homie said he had a Wes Watson moment. That's crazy.
And they were leaf blowing outside my house. And my microphone is like pretty close to the window. I was this close. But then I had to remind myself, am I no better than the people I criticize? He who casts stones in a house made of glass? I had to calm down. I said, you know what? It'll pass, and then I'll record afterwards. But it wasn't even like my leaf blower, it was my neighbor's, so it's a little different.
a lot of them are like, he's losing it all, or his empire's failing. Do you realize that most super wealthy people have made it to $1 million, lost it, made it to 10 or 20 or 30 million, lost most of it?
He who is without soy must be the one to red pill the masses. That's accurate.
And then figured out the next way that brings them to 9 figures plus, and figured it out sometimes it's more than 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 times that they would gain and lose, gain and lose.
Isn't it really annoying how the worst people get rich? Getting rich and making money has nothing to do with intelligence. It has nothing to do with... I don't even know what it has to do with, to be honest. Some people just seem to zug their way to fucking exorbitant amounts of money, and Wes Watson is living proof of that. I guess when you have nothing to lose, you can just grift. But I have to look at myself in the mirror every night, and I have to like what I see. How many times did I lose my wealth, Lady Filion? I'm trying to think if I ever... I'll tell you what. When I bought a house in 2021, end of 21, September of 2021, at the ripe age of 23, in the state of New York, nonetheless, I had... So, with buying a house, right? I believe I put down 20%, which is a lot of fucking money, especially for me at the time. I was like, are you kidding me? Basically, I was living at my parents' house, stacking bread like a mouse, hoarding my cheese, and then I just dumped it all on a house. 20% down payment, plus you got closing costs. Then you have to furnish the house. Then you have to account for taxes. It wiped out my entire bank account. And I was not prepared for that. I went from feeling like the richest kid in the world to having literally like 2 months worth of expenses. And, you just got to make it work. But that's... hindsight's 20/20. I mean, I wouldn't have done it any other way.
Gain and lose. But every time they gained more wisdom. What the f*** is the matter with you people? When I went to prison, it was arguably the worst thing that it could happen to anyone.
Yeah, so he's...
Bald plus coarse equals success. That's so true. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the conviction, because it takes conviction to like shave your head completely bald. That's like an actionable thing. It's actually pretty based. So maybe some men look at other bald men and they're like, this guy makes decisions. He takes action. He's Johnny Sins-pilled.
Just the best. He's like, what's wrong with you people for thinking I'm going broke? Do you not know every successful person goes broke? Like, oh, good job of proving us wrong. I mean, it sounds like the haters are kind of right here, which isn't a big secret. I mean, you just look at his views, which have dropped off massively, and then how much money he spends. He continues renting this stupid house and all these ridiculous cars because that's all he has in life. It would be embarrassing.
Like, the lifestyle creep on this has to be insane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I might have to take a break from this stream to finish this stuff for work, man. Getting out of hand.
A minimum of what? Like 90 to 100K a month? Now, if you make $23 million a year, like Wes Watson, and this is part of your image, I'm sure he's able to write this off as some sort of like branding, marketing. He's got to uphold his alpha male imagery. But still, I don't understand why he doesn't... like, the permanent lifestyle creep or invest the money. I mean, what? I don't know what bro was thinking.
Embarrassing as hell for him to have to downsize and get rid of some of his cars and move into a smaller place. So he has to continue to spend.
Yeah, his pants could be a little tighter
because that's all he has in life.
I remember thinking pants like this were like the only jeans I could wear. This is a 2016 fitness influencer's wet dream. The spray-on Hera London pants.
It would be embarrassing as hell for him to have to downsize.
Do you not just get bored with so many fancy materialistic things at some point? Well, I'll tell you what. I am by no means a millionaire. All right? I'm like a C-tier influencer in that regard. Haven't quite figured out how to stack fat stacks yet. how to stack fat stacks. I'm on my way, but not there yet. But, you know, made some money, and I've bought some material things, and I'll be the first to tell you, after about 2 weeks, the novelty wears off, and then you just resort to doing the shit you've always done. Now, that's me. I don't know about these people that get one-shotted by materialism, but truly, or maybe my dopamine receptors are fried, but like, new shiny shit just doesn't really do it. Like, it's cool. Like, the things I pay for are normally for comfort and convenience. If it's going to save me time and if it's going to make me more comfortable. Beyond that, everything is slop. But Phil, am I ripped, rich, and rare? I am. I'm triple R. I even got R on my necklace to remind me that I'm ripped, rich, and rare.
Get rid of some of his cars and move into a smaller place, so he has to continue to spend $600,000 a month, even though at this point I'm sure he's probably just losing money every month, but he doesn't care because
I don't want the electric Porsche. Yeah,
because it's going to help him gain wisdom. You know, he'd rather just go bankrupt than...
Guys, I swear I'm not on the spectrum, but when I make it, there's going to be signs, okay? I'm going to have an industrial space. It's going to be empty. I don't know why. I just want like a cavernous work area. I'm going to have a clothing rack with just all of these black t-shirts just neatly pressed, hanging on the rack. I'm going to have like a full-on gym setup, a heavy bag, and my streaming setup. That's all I need. That's all I need. And then maybe a parking space for my Nissan GTR. That's it. That's it. Simple. It's the slop cave. That's exactly right.
And get rid of his Bugatti.
$0 to me is like literally 600 grand. Because I'm done. That's what I'm gonna have to spend this month. I'm gonna have to spend that this month to stay afloat. So if I have 600 grand, I have $0. And I'm fucked. So understand that level.
And it's so funny to hear him brag about the money he spends every month when we know he can't afford it, and eventually it's going to...
Guys, I'm going to have to take a break.
Which is ironic.
I have to take a break. I got to get some stuff done. I'll be right back when I'm finished, but this is not a good stream if I'm going to be working the whole time. So let me just stop the stream. I'm going to finish up what I'm working on.